what is up, guys? Now we're gonna be reacting to my strange addictions that I actually haven't seen before. It's called Woman is Damaging Her Brain by Smelling Petroleum Every 10 Minutes. That's bad for you.
Terrible for you.
Where'd the muffin go? Is that yours or mine?
Mine.
Anyway, we got muffins for the absolute video, and we're sniffing them because if she's gonna sniff something weird, we can at least sniff a muffin.
No, sniffing muffins.
My name is Teresa. I'm 44 years old. I'm from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and I'm addicted to smelling gasoline. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I roll over, sit up, and smell my gas bottle.
Why? Why?
What are you, my guy? Sniff gas.
Her house catches on fire, she's dead. Sucker's gonna explode.
I'll get up, take another sniff of the gasoline.
Already 2 sips and not even out of bed yet. What, 2 sniffs or sips?
Sniffs.
What'd I say, sips?
Yes.
2 sniffs.
And then I'll come downstairs, and a couple minutes later, I'll take another sniff of it.
Teresa has been addicted to smelling gasoline for over 30 years. She takes a sniff every 10 minutes and even wakes up in the middle of the night for a fix.
I don't even know how to explain how it smells. I just love the smell of it, how it makes my nose feel inside the back of my throat.
How do you get addicted to that? Like, do you like get high or something? It makes me curious.
Hold on, I want to know how it started.
Teresa was only 13 years old when her dad asked if she wanted to smell his gas can.
I smelled it that one time, and that was all it took.
That's a terrible parent.
No, you need to let your kids sniff gasoline.
Hey kid, you want to come sniff my gasoline?
Now she stashes 4 water bottles filled with gasoline throughout the house for easy access.
No matter where I'm at, I have a bottle with me. I keep it either in my purse or in my jacket pocket. When I eat, it's sitting right there at the kitchen table in case I get that urge. Wait a minute. That might make me feel better.
There's no way she's like has a husband or anything. Sorry.
She's sniffing it while they're videoing her.
They go to movies on a date or something and there's
Absolutely having a complete sniff fest over the bottle.
When I walk in the door, the first thing that hits me is the smell of gas. It smells like you're walking into a garage. And now we're smelling gas.
Wait, she has a husband or a boyfriend or something.
You're cooking.
And your point is, if you don't like it, go upstairs.
When Teresa doesn't have gasoline, watch out. She does get very angry.
Yeah,
what do you think
wouldn't.
it's doing to your health? What do you think it's doing to your brain? Or...
I don't know. I can't answer that. But I'm not going to sit here and have you throw it in my face when, you know...
I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm just saying, you've been saying that for years, but you're still smelling gas.
Teresa doesn't work and is supported by her boyfriend.
He is not supportive at all. You can look at that face. He is not supportive at all.
Look on the bright side of things for a moment.
There's no bright
Say
side.
you run out of gas on the side of the road. You just call this lady up, let her have a couple sniffs, and then she'll just fill your tank right on up with all your little water bottles.
That's a hers. You ain't taking hers.
She spends almost $400 a month on her addiction.
Me and Frank fight over it. You know, take the last couple dollars we have just to go get the gasoline can filled because I have to have my gasoline to sniff. I come to the gas station about twice a week. The more I go to the gas station, the fresher the gas is.
I've heard her talk about situations
Except for the gas shortage. She's the one that calls it. There you go.
If she was filling it with diesel, she is sniffing the goods. Expensive.
where she chose the gas over buying food or something like that. She just needs her fix.
I've had memory loss since about 1995. Because of my memory loss, I have to use, darn, see?
She forgot. Stop sniffing it. Take that out.
And fix your teeth.
I'm sorry, that one tooth is jumping.
I have to use little notes and leave them tacked up on my steering wheel of my car, even outside of my purse sometimes. The past 6 years, I have had major stomach problems. I've had
You never thought that it was because of that, right?
anemia problems.
To think about the gasoline could be killing her, it just makes me just want to curl up in a ball and cry somewhere because I can't get through to her. Nobody can get through to her.
I never really thought about going a day without it. I don't know if I could or not. I'm ashamed of it.
You should do.
Yeah.
She just needs to know that she's very loved. She needs to stop.
This is what you do to that problem.
So my understanding is that there are lots of people who are worried about you and your health. And why would that be?
I've been sniffing gasoline for about 30 years now.
For 30 years.
30 years.
Every day.
Every day. I've been having a lot of short-term memory.
Did it say she was 10 when she first smelled it?
13.
13. There's no way that she's 43 years old. If her addiction started when she was 13 or whatever, there's no way. Good Lord.
Loss. It started getting bad about 1995. I was getting lost when I drive. I'd misplace things. I'd let food cook on the oven, you know, just stupid stuff like that.
You need to know from at least a medical standpoint that this is a very destructive thing. Gasoline destroys the covering to nerves and prevents the nerves from sending signals. Then not only do your organs attached to the nerves not work normally, but muscles also don't work normally.
Okay.
So it breaks
You pull up to the gas station and there's just a woman sniffing gasoline. What are you doing? So leave that in the comments right now.
on tissue just like a person is actually being burned by fire. And that's pretty much what's happening to you when you're sniffing gasoline.
Wow.
When you're sniffing the gas, it's not just, you know, in your nose and in your throat. It goes through the tissue and eventually into the blood. You didn't know that?
No.
So does she have gas in her blood?
So, like, is she, like, caught on fire or something?
She's
And, like, would she, like,
She'll be a little
explode?
firecracker.
Every time you're doing that, you're damaging every organ. Every single one.
When the doctor said that it was affecting my whole body, I just couldn't believe it was doing that. So it was very overwhelming to hear him say that.
My guess is that your organs, including your nervous system, are much more damaged than they should be for someone your age.
Teresa won't live another 30 years of gas sniffing. Every time that she's sniffing, she might overdo it.
Couldn't imagine.
Wait, did she say she was, like, 45?
But if her addiction started at 13 and it was 30 years,
She needs to look at, like, other, like, 40-year-olds and realize that she looks like 60-some.
Then die. It's Russian roulette every time.
When people have lots of exposure to gasoline, it can cause damage to the nerves that are furthest away from the center part of the body. And one way we can find out if the nerve is working normally or if it's still intact, we can do a test which is called the EMG, which stands for electromyogram. So we're going to be sending a small shock through, and the goal of the shock is to tell us how long it's going to be before the information gets back. And we have standards that we can compare your nerves with those other standards and find out, is there damage to the outsides of the nerves? The shock itself is going to be no different than the shock that people get when they touch a doorknob. We're at 5. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, so here's a little zing. Ready? A little bit more. You doing okay over there? Okay, here comes the next shock. Okay, good. This nerve we're having trouble even finding. So here's the next pinch. And one last one. Okay, well, that's a surprising response.
Good?
That's a good, surprising response. The test shows that your nerve looks okay. Well, this is a great sense of relief for you, I can
very
imagine. And at the same time, it's still doing damage.
Right.
She's been tremendously lucky. 30 years of sniffing, and somehow her body's held up. But she's not going to stay lucky after 30 more years.
really? Really? 30 more years? Good Lord. There's no telling how many wrinkles she would have.
No telling how many bottles she would have sniffed.
This is a break point. Every single post-it that you put up is another reminder that this is
Getting worse.
an area of damage. So do you see a time that you're going to stop?
This is not going to happen overnight. I know it's going to be a process to do, and it's going to be a long recovery. Just knowing the results of the test that you just did, I know there's hope left.
Stop the cap! Honestly, I'm proud of her for, well, she didn't say she was going to try it, but the thought of her trying it to break the habit or the addiction, good for her. Go you.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you're going to do great.
All this information was very overwhelming for me, but it did give me a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's all I needed. When I get home, I'm going to try and not even use the rest of that bottle tonight. I'm going to look at myself day by day. That's all I can do right now.
Well, that's the end of the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe right now because you're amazing and you should.
And don't sniff gas.
Yeah, don't. You might blow up one day. She didn't sniff it for the rest of that day, so the rest of that evening. So she did really good. I hope you liked the first actual reaction video. I hope you guys liked it. Peace.
Hey, subscribe to my boy, Ivy North, baby. Fuck, baby. Fuck yeah. For a cookie, baby. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. If you don't, you're a lame, baby. Fuck, baby. Fuck. Woo.